This right here is a massive smart calendar, and I'm very excited to check it out because I've heard nothing but good things. And actually, recently on my channel, I reviewed a smart calendar from a different brand, and I had mixed feelings, to say the least. So check that video out. But this one is crazy right off the bat because it's 32 inches and weighs quite a bit. And that's because not only does it include the 32-inch Cozyla Calendar Plus 2, that's the model number, but it also has a fixed wall mount, a rotatable wall mount, as well as a bunch of other things like the power adapter. So I want to go ahead, pop this open, let's check out the specs, check out all the fine details, and see if this really is the best all-in-one family smart calendar. Oh boy, this thing is massive. Now, obviously I've had 32-inch monitors, TVs, and all that in the past, but for some reason, knowing that it's a calendar just makes this feel abnormally large. Of course, they do offer this in a variety of sizes. However, knowing that it's specifically going to be used primarily as a calendar just makes it 10 times funnier. Oh my God, this is actually way heavier than I expected. So that's really where all that weight is coming from. I thought maybe the mount and stuff was heavy, but no, this screen it's a bit chunky. Everything's got little graphics on it so you know what you're about to get. So right here, we can see we have the power adapter. So yeah, that is fancy. And here is a screwdriver and even a drill bit to make the holes to mount this to the wall. And then in this big box, we have the different mounts. So like I said, they have one that's just fixed and they have one that has slight adjustments. So very cool. And everything is very neat in here. So I like that. Say goodbye to chaos. I like that. And in here is just, all the different literature like installation guide based on which mount you use. So this right here is the rotatable wall mount and it actually has a full guide so you know exactly where to put the holes. And that is huge. The presentation is it's pretty nice. So it seems like that's it. They just did a really good job at packaging everything so you didn't have any damage, but a little bummed that there's not a stand included. The box is still pretty heavy when it's empty, so that definitely says a lot about the material that they use. Let me tell you, this thing, it's got some heft to it. So here we go. On the back, we have the normal Vesta mounting pattern back there. And then here on this side, we have our DC in, our Type C, and then two USB A's, one of which looks to be USB 3. Right here, might be hard to see, but looks like we have volume up, volume down, and power. And that's actually it. So it's a very minimal design, which I can appreciate. I don't want all these like random buttons and physical things. I want it to look sleek and just kind of blend into my living space. Checking out the product specifications, we have the 4K version, and we have 8 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of internal memory, and of course we have that 4K resolution, but they all run off of Android 14. You can see the CPU and all that fun stuff here. Of course the Vesta, like I was saying, it's 100 by 100. So yeah, feel free to pause this here if you want to see anything else about the specs. Going back to my comment from earlier, I am honestly bummed that there is no way to just prop this up. You have to use one of these mounts, so kind of annoyed about that. But again, if you are in the situation where you're purchasing this, you probably have a very specific place in mind that you want to mount it to, so maybe I'm in the minority here. In the meantime though, since I don't know where I want to mount this just yet, I am actually just going to set it up while it's laying here on my counter. It's crazy how back in the day, people would kill to have a TV that's 32 inches. And now, I have a calendar that's 32 inches. There is plastic over the screen right now, but I want to keep it on. We're going to see if the touch feature still works because ideally I want to mount it and then take this plastic off. At first glance, I love the screen size because it allows you to keep that calendar present while still having other things happening on the screen. I feel like if you had anything smaller, it might be hard to focus on the main thing, which is the calendar, and still use all these other features. Initial thoughts, I have to say the touch sensitivity is awesome. It actually reacts pretty much instantly, which I was worried about. And as you can see, it's extremely fluid. So I don't know the refresh rate off the top of my head. I highly doubt it's 240 Hertz, but it's really nice. And when you have something like Android, it's okay to be weary, right? You're worried that maybe it's not gonna be top tier, but this It's solid, especially with the 8 gigs of RAM. Really a fluid experience. At its core, it obviously is just a large tablet. We have our app library here, and because it's running off of Android, we have Chrome and Gmail and all that fun stuff. Now, obviously nothing is populated right now because I'm not signed in, so I'll go ahead and do that. And you can see it says begin the journey with your family's Cozyla ID. So I'll hit continue. I'm gonna go ahead and fill this out, and I'll get back to you here once I'm all good. Once you fill everything out, it's gonna tell you to scan the QR code and download the app. And so now I'm gonna go ahead and sign in with the account I just created, and we should be good to go. Now that I'm logged in, I could see myself and my fiance. I could see the calendar, tasks, meals, all that fun stuff from the app. So everything I could do here, it's basically the same on here. Now, what we wanna do first is go ahead and set up our calendar. So we need to go ahead and add that. So I'm down here, and as you can see, there is a plethora of options for syncing. I'm gonna go ahead and use Google Calendar because that's my preferred option. And we'll go ahead and connect. And now I can see here from the app, if I go to Tuesday, I have brunch with my grandma, and I can't forget that. So it's good to know that it's synced from my Google Calendar. And now if I come up to Tuesday, I can see at 11 a.m., I have brunch with grandma, and we're all synced. With my calendar connected, I'm going to stop for tonight, maybe mount this somewhere so you guys have a better viewing angle, and that way I can mess around with some of the other features and let you know what I think. All right, as you can see, time has passed and I've mounted it onto my wall. It's been about 3 weeks, believe it or not, and I am in love with this thing. First and foremost, when it comes to the installation, I told you it came with that template and the drill bit and all the things you could possibly need. So really, it took only about 5 minutes, drill the holes, pop that sucker on there, bada bing, bada boom. And it's definitely on there, it's good. So no complaints there. By the way, I learned that the smaller versions do come with stands, just the 32-inch does not. Anyways, let's talk about the meat and potatoes. This is the home screen that I showed you earlier. They're basically widgets built in for the Cozyla interface. And I believe that's how you say Cozyla, by the way. I'm just totally going on a whim here. But anyways, this one is a catch-all. It's got today's events, today's meals, and today's task tracking. And you can see I have myself and my fiance on here. This is from a shared calendar, so it looks like I should be at work right now, but I'm not. My fiance is, so sucks to be her. But if we had any meals planned, it would show up here, and we don't have any active tasks, so it just says we have a task-free day. If you swipe over, this screen is all about the tasks. They're basically widgets on display. And down here, we also have our star ranking, which is pretty cool because if you have a family with kids, you can assign chores that show up here under their name. And if they do a good job or they do the task at hand, you could assign stars and you basically get a leaderboard. So if I were to do that with my fiance for, washing the dishes, it would be very toxic. But if you are a parent with little ones, this is actually a really solid feature. The next page is all about meals. Again, I want to mention that this is geared towards families. It's really about family management. So I personally don't utilize every single feature they offer. That doesn't mean I don't love the device, but something like this is perfect for a family. So basically, you'll know what the meals are. You can do breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack. So the kids can, before they go to school, look at this and be like, oh boy, mom's making meatloaf again, So it's really useful when it comes to that. The pantry is actually super cool. So as an example, I put in here eggs that expire in 3 days. So I know I have 5 small eggs left and they're going to expire in 3 days. And what will happen is right here, it'll let me know like in 1 day, hey, your eggs are about to expire or have already expired. So you need to go and get some of those. And again, if we add a meal, we do it here and everyone can see. But one thing I really like, and by the way, we are inside of the actual Meals app. If I go to Recipe, you have a plethora of options to choose from, all built in here. And you can actually add them to Meal Plan, which will help you with your grocery shopping list. Very cool. But basically, I can click on one of these. Like this right here is the 90-second cooking a bowl. I get all the things I need to know about it. It's dairy, it's gluten. I can see tutorials about it. I can see all the ingredients as well as all of the instructions. So that is a really neat feature to have built in, especially in the actual app that you use for your meal planning. This final page right here is a widget to display different notes from the Notes app. Think of kids drawing things, instead of putting them on your fridge, you put them here. We could add text and to-do list items, stickers, photos. We can, of course, draw to our heart's content with different colors and different sizing. And yeah, it's just a fun little thing that you can do. And like I said, it's just a simple Notes app, but you can utilize them as widgets on that main screen, and just something little fun thing you could do. Also, I did show it on that first page, but this is the calendar app, and it's just like any other app as you would expect. I can go to week, and right now this looks insane, but yeah, it's just things that my fiance has to do that I don't have to do. And if I go to month, we can see a whole bunch of things here. I'm actually gonna blur this out because some of these things are not things I wanna advertise. But yeah, it's just a very simple, straight to the point calendar that you can use, and you could switch between all the different views and you could filter it. It's really nice. Now, earlier I mentioned that it's basically a tablet, and that, in my opinion, is what sets this apart from many of its competitors. For instance, that video I just did on one of their competitors, it's a fully locked system. So it may be running on Android, but I have no access to anything other than their own interface, software, and so on. But because Cozyla is smart, I have the option to do anything I like. And for someone like me, I personally prefer Google Calendar over anything else because that's what I use on my phone, my tablet, my computer, and so on. So with that, I can literally just come in here and use it. And this one looks a little crazier because it has all my integrations built into it, like calendars, this yellow one. Again, this is all blurred, so my hand probably looks crazy, but the yellow one is something I'm subscribed to, which I wasn't able to add to my Cozyla calendar, but I have everything right here at a quick glance. So absolutely love having this as an option. But they didn't just give me the option to use Google Calendar, they actually integrate it in other features, and that is amazing. So if I go into settings, just like any Android device, you have a plethora of options. One thing that I really love, kind of going to what I was just talking about, is the screensaver. So I'm using Google Photos. Super simple. I have photos of my fiance and I, and it just loops. So now all of a sudden, this is a digital photo frame when it's not being used. And if I'm going to mount a big behemoth of a thing onto my wall in my living space, I love that it's multi-purpose. So it's just going to run through a slideshow, and then when I need to, I can utilize all the different features on it. But if I scroll down, what you'll see is calendar widget mode. We have a couple of different options, but what I love is I can actually have my screensaver, my slideshow, show events from my Google Calendar instead of my Cozyla calendar. Now, if I preview, and sorry, there's some interesting photos here, but if I preview, I can see at the bottom left, today's events. This one's great because it's already happened. It says no title. That's nothing to do with Cozyla. That's a Google Calendar thing. It's a long story, but I can see that my fiance has to work tonight. I can see the time, the date, and it's just gonna go through all the different Google photos. So really, really nice. The other day we had people over for the holidays, and one thing I really enjoy doing was opening up YouTube, because this thing has speakers and it's a normal tablet. And I just came in here and I, because it was the holidays, put on a Yule log and I full screened it, and that was it. And now it's just playing like a fireplace on my wall. The panel is beautiful. There's no weird viewing angles. It looks good. I love that there's actually a speaker, which you can turn off if you don't want, but this is fun. It's multi-purpose. And I think that's what sets this apart, is the fact that one, it can be a slideshow that still shows your calendar events. It could be a full-fledged family management system. You can utilize it for media consumption. So if you have this here, you could watch Netflix while you're cooking or you're eating food. And then on top of that, it has all the meal things built in. So it's basically a Google tablet that is optimized for family management thanks to the Cozyla overlay. So yeah, really just 10 out of 10, no complaints. Now let's talk about pricing. This option, the 32-inch largest option with the best display, 4K UHD, is gonna cost you $1,099. And I know that is definitely a pretty penny, but if you're going for the 4K version, the largest version, you probably have a pretty nice kitchen, a pretty nice living room, and it's not that big of an investment. And it really will help optimize families with all of the different family management things they offer. So in that regard, I don't think it's crazy. I just don't think that this option is ideal for the average consumer. Even if you go with a 1080p version, it's still $900. But the 24-inch version, which is only available in 1080p, is going to run you $700. And finally, the 15.6-inch version is $350. And in my opinion, that is the one I would recommend to everybody. The reason I say that is it comes in a little bit bigger, faster, nicer display than your typical Nest Hub Pro Max from Google. Now, yes, that has a better speaker and it has the camera built in, but this has all the bells and whistles, and it also has full access to the Google Play Store, which that does not. If you're in the market for one of these and you don't want to mount it to your wall, you don't want to spend a bunch of money, definitely check out the 15.6-inch version. I just think it's extremely versatile. And it is the same product as what I'm showing you right here. The difference is that it's just smaller with a different screen. So if you like this, you'll like that. And before I forget, they actually offer a frame cover. So if you want like a wood finish, you can get that. And I think that's pretty cool. But anyways, thank you to Cozyla for sending this my way. I'll leave a link to it down below. And if I have any special codes or links or anything, I'll leave those as well. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. With that said, I'm Matt Philly and you're not. Get out of my face. Have a great day and I'll catch you on the flippity flop. Toodles!
Thank you for watching Swashin on YouTube. I hope you enjoyed watching. If not, then fuck you. Please hit subscribe because my channel is dead. Jesus Christ, man, that's just really sad.